Houston, what is the craziest thing you've ever done here?
The craziest thing I've ever done?
Oh God, I don't know if I want to hear it.
Well, okay. One night, this is just one of, it's illegal. I'm not sure if I can say this. No, it's straight up totally illegal. Convertibles, booze, cars, mind you, 15. Car chasing.
Girls.
Oh.
Chasing. Girl chasing.
All kinds of stuff.
Chasing.
Just a bunch of, I can't, my crazy stuff doesn't
He's older than
fit
me,
into
so I saw some weird
things
stuff.
that you can say on camera. Yeah. Well, right now we are in our parents' backyard where we grew up in Millington, Tennessee, which I think has been named, a flag city.
Mom cooks a ton of food. We buy a bunch of beer. And everyone within like a 5-mile radius of our house comes over and brings their like significant others or their dogs or their like, kids or something. And it gets pretty wild. It gets pretty weird. So there's a couple families around this town who are like, that's your bar, that's your restaurant, that's your hot spot. You know, and our family, our house is one of those places. And we have a couple friends who, you know, it's what are you doing on a Friday or Saturday or Tuesday night is you're going to somebody's house in somebody's backyard. And if it's summer, you're in their pool. If it's winter, you're by the fire pit. It's a big community, and wherever you go, there's just like a big family atmosphere. There's always between 4 to 30 people at our house on the weekends. Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool when you start making your own music. You hear all these songs and they're written about, a lot of times, small towns and stuff. When you actually are from one, I feel like it's kind of like it helps you to feel like, well, you're not being inauthentic.
Exactly.
You actually can totally relate with it and you're not just making it up.
We love Nashville so much, and Nashville is the best place in the world to live right now and the best place to be in the industry and to be doing what we're doing. But whenever we're feeling a little dry and a little uninspired, we come back here as much as we can. It's only 3.5 hours. So we'll come here, and there's always plenty of things to draw from. There's so much good about Nashville, but at the end of the day, it's not Memphis, you know.
I can't do anything.
He's very musical. He is. I mean, it's in his soul. Now, what's in there doesn't come out always right. And the thing is, just because you're musical doesn't mean you're a perfect solo artist that's going to get up in front of 1,000 people and sing or play or whatever.
The last time I seriously sang
and he can really sing, and he's going to tell you
it
that
was
I
too
laughed.
hard. And I was serious as a heart attack.
But I wasn't.
And I could sing a little bit. I can carry a little bit of rhythm. And so I was pouring my heart out in song, because I always heard that it didn't matter if it sounded great, if it meant something to you, if you felt it, you got it. It would maybe have an impact on another person. Well, it did. We were laying there, and I almost cried myself, and she started laughing. It was one of those, and by the time it was like the drunk at the bar on closing time.
But yes, we are musical. Well, I knew that we're going to have not necessarily musical early on as much as just artistic, because Houston, from the moment he could walk and speak and do whatever he wanted to do, he was all about performing, dressing up, acting, doing whatever he could do. And he wasn't singing then, but he was doing everything else he could do, and dressing up his little brother and dressing up his neighbors and dressing up his best friends, having little plays and coming downstairs and showing us, and he was all about it.
I had no idea Houston was interested until I didn't know he could sing, until we went to the talent show with him and Jesse Cole.
At the University of Memphis.
And they did Wild Horses.
Oh my gosh,
and
yeah.
There's some top-notch talent there, and I heard him and Jesse can do this, and I'm thinking, oh my God, we're gonna get smoked tonight. The boy can't sing, he can't play the guitar. I never heard him play the guitar. Then we showed up and it was honey.
And then Cyrena come along and, 6 years old, she would say, okay, let's have the Cyrena Wages show, let's play. And she would be wanting to sing with the fake microphone. That's what
So
she
Houston-
wanted to do.
Houston did too.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, that was the things they started out doing, and they were always into some sort of artsy
Which one
dressing,
was
painting, singing, doing something. Cyrena did that.
From the time she could talk, she was singing constantly. There was no question she was going to be a performer.
No, I didn't. I really didn't. I thought that his direction would be gone another way and she would go this way, and there was so much age difference. It was like 9 years difference in their age. No, I never dreamed it. I mean, literally, when she was in Miss Tennessee at 19 years old, they flew back from California. I think that's where you and Austin live. When they flew back from California to see that, I think that literally was the first time they ever really heard her sing, because when they left, she was still a little kid. And so there was so much separation there, I never really thought that it would come back around full circle, that those two would get back together, although, and obviously in a mother's world, what a wonderful thing. But never thought it.
It worked out.
It did. Worked out great.
Such gold.